What's up guys, name is Ray and welcome to another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. It's been a couple of days guys, I know. I did play a lot of Genshin Impact. I think you guys might noticed it, but I did not quit Grand Cross at all. I still play it every day. I still do all my dailies, all my missions. I still grinded the final boss event, so yeah, don't worry about that. But in the future, I also will still put out content to Grand Cross, but it won't come as consistent as it was before. But don't worry about that. You will still get your unit breakdowns every week, so it might come 1 or 2 days later in the future, and you will get summon videos, etc, etc. For Zeldris, I currently not know if I will summon on him. But definitely there will be a special video over the course of the week, so stay tuned to that. Yeah, but without further ado, let's hop into the unit breakdown. That's what we are here today. So on the screen, I just showed the tier list explanation. I think I forgot it in the last 2 weeks, but yeah, this week you have your tier list explanation here. And yeah, let's hop into Zeldris. Talking about the blue Zeldris. Now, his tier list, no, his tier, I would give him the A tier, solid one. His kit might sound a bit familiar to you because he has the exact same thing as this guy, Levi. But still, the big difference about Zeldris and Levi are the basic stats and the main base stats and the substats. So talking about especially these two stats, defense, HP, and crit chance, 60%. Levi just has 10% crit chance, nearly 500 HP less than Zeldris, and nearly 200 less defense. Attack is the same. I know Levi of course has his passive, which you can see here, which guarantees a crit actually, but Zeldris is still way better in my opinion. So another thing is that he was supposed to counter Lost Wayne Meliodas, I would say, but I didn't recognize that a lot while playing against him on the Japanese version when he came out. So I did play quite a lot of PvP since Lost Wayne came out. It was a time where I did play a bit more JP, and yeah, I did get a lot of Zeldris enemies, but I think he wasn't a problem for Lost Wayne at all. But still though, I think he is a very solid and a fun option for PvP. So yeah, he brings a lot of new viabilities in there, since he has this commandment, which removes debuffs from allies and enemies that moved skills and depletes the ultimate move gauge by 1 orb. So this is a natural cleanse and a ultimate rollback, which doesn't require a card slot. So you can bring this in your gameplay without using a card to do it. Important thing is it is for allies and for enemies. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. The overall problem, I think, is commonly known. He can be a monster if he is able to crit. In my opinion, 60% crit chance is not consistent enough. So you want to invest in this guy with like cosmetics. Unfortunately, we cannot do the cosmetic weapons now, and I'm not able to look at the skins currently. But I think you will be able to get at least up to 10% with the cosmetics. So you get nearly at 70%. And 70% is very, very high. But I still think you have to have like at least 70% or more 80%. And if you're able to get like some crit chance in your gear without losing too much combat class, this is something you can try out to get his passive more often. Yeah, his whole kit is based on this crit damage passive, his crit chance that you need to apply. Yes. Going over the Red Zeldris. Red Zeldris I didn't saw too often on the Japanese version. So it was a bit harder for me to give him a place on the tier list. But because of looking at his kit, I think he is very interesting, very unique. And that's the reason why I would give him the S tier. It's not the highest tier, but still the S tier. And yeah, his passive increases the basic stats of all allies by 6% for every ally and enemy in battle possessing a commandment. So I'm pretty sure that he counts. So yeah, the passive can be very, very beefy if there are multiple commandments in the game. So it makes your team very tanky. So he is, of course, a unit that is very strong this week, increasing the defensive stats in PvP. Commandment is, of course, the same as the blue Zeldris, but the big thing here is that the first ability is a ultimate move gauge rollback, and the second ability is a recovery disable. Combining this with the commandment gives you a lot of control over the game, or possibly control over the game. And I think Zeldris is a very nice unit. He's not like one-shotting enemies, he's like more getting control over the game and win slowly. Yeah, that's a very, very interesting playstyle that I like to see. And yeah, I do not know if I want to pull for him, because I want to say for Goddess Elizabeth, this is like the most wanted unit for me as of right now. But yeah, we will see. Usually I won't mention this, but I think that Zeldris, this Zeldris, it is the coin shop Zeldris, being red puts him in a very good spot meta-wise for a while. Yeah, that's it for the units. Now let's go over some recommendations for the week. I can see SSR Fighter DN doing very well this week, especially overall tanky units, because you have the 50% defensive buff this week. I would say Valenti is very good. She is very tanky, especially tanky units. Gulfunder or Griamore, I think they are very good, because they additionally have the SR increased base stats. In addition to that, they increase their defensive stats. So yeah, I could see them being really good this week. And yeah, damage dealers, I can do the recommendation for Astarosa. He inflicts charge damage, which ignores defensive stats. Then, of course, Lostway Meliodas, he also can do this. And if you want to be like more spicy in PvP, then you can bring in this guy, the Brawler Ban. Can be a very, very interesting option. So he also does ignores defense, and he can decrease attack related stats. So yeah, you have, of course, to have a little bit investment in Ban. So having some of these cosmetics only can let you try him out in PvP. But guys, that's it for this week's unit breakdown. Hope you guys still enjoy the content on my channel referring to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. And if you guys do, subscribe to my channel for more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross content. Thank you for your support. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and I see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross content, videos should pop up on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out. Thank you.